OPK TRIGG representing in the building.
You already know.
And his artist, what's your name?
BENDSIDEKILli.
Okay, BENDSIDEKILli. They represent Indiana, coming out of Elkhart. Some Midwest things.
Midwest.
All day. Tell us how you got introduced to Hoodillustrated. We got the magazines up. We got the posters up. You got a few magazines that you on the cover of.
Got the Hood Illustrated magazine, you know. Not once, but twice on Hood Illustrated front cover. Your boy OPK TRIGG representing that Midwest, you know what I mean? So
tell us how did me and you get introduced to each other? How did we link up? It's been what, since
2016, 2015 when I first interacted with you, reached out to you from prison, from the inside.
Okay, so how you hear about the magazine when you was locked up? Where was you at, matter of fact?
Man, I was at Michigan City State Prison, you know, incarcerated. Had some time to do, you know, from the family and friends and stuff, and had one of them burners up in there, you know, the hitter and shit, to reach out to the free world and stuff, man, and ended up strolling, ran across Hood Illustrated magazine, you know, at one of the underground award shows, and I was intrigued by it, you know, so I reached out to you, KC,
right.
You know, I reached out to him, told him I was interested in the magazine, and not only did I want to be in the magazine, but I wanted the front cover of the magazine, you know, so I was coming out, that's the way I was thinking at that time, you know, I want the front cover if I'm going to get anything.
Right, when I popped at you, you said you was locked up, I'm like, okay, is this nigga Cat? I'm like, man, I was like, how he calling me anyways, and he locked up? And then I was like, well, how about we just do a page? He was like, nah, man, I want the whole thing. So it was probably like a year and a half later.
Yeah.
You got out and you got on your grind, man. So what was your motivation while you were locked up to create your brand and actually start from the ground up and do your thing?
My motivation, man, you know what I'm saying, was to keep my black ass out of trouble, first of all, you know, because that was holding me back. So my motivation was to get out and get back on track of everything that, you know, I left from all them years and stuff, you know what I'm saying, being behind on the music scene. So my whole tunnel vision was to get out, put my foot down, and let everybody know who OPK TRIGG is, you know what I mean? So that what really motivated me, was to get out on some get back, because me seeing interviews of people from my hometown and they asking who they thought was hot, who they thought was doing this and doing that, my name never been mentioned, you know, so it made me feel some type of way. Okay. So I had to come out on a mission.
So before you were locked up, you dibble and dabbled, or you was knee deep into the music?
I dibbled and dabbled. I was in it, but I wasn't all the way focused. I wasn't all the way, you know, in tune and focused on it, because I was still having my one foot in the streets and one foot in the music industry. Okay. So I wasn't all the way focused. This time around, I'm all the way focused.
Fast forward, you went ahead and paid your debt to society, as people would say. You got out. You've been a model citizen. You get back to the community. You get back to your community. You love your city. You represent Elkhart.
Definitely represent that Midwest. Indiana.
All day.
All day.
So Indiana ain't really popped off like Michigan or Chicago or Illinois and Michigan when it comes to the music. How do you feel what you've been doing lately? How do you feel like that's creating a little more attention in your area, or the Indianapolis, the Elkhart, the Garys, the Fort Waynes?
Where I'm from Elkhart, Indiana, and where, you know what I'm saying, represent Indiana, and being an artist that's actually hot out in the streets, you know, I feel like it's shedding some light from an artist coming out of Indiana that's, you know, putting that footwork in and actually getting themselves, you know what I'm saying, getting ourselves out there to be known, to be seen, to be heard from different areas. Because when I tell you we get the recognition, we definitely getting the recognition from putting the footwork in. Right. Real talk. So that's what I think, you know, far as being from Indiana, is what we bring to the table as, you know, being artists and putting that music out there and shining some light.
All right, definitely. So being an artist is one thing. Being the boss, being the CEO, being an executive is another. And you've been doing it for a minute. You got your own brand, you got your clothing line, you dibble and dabble in a little bit of everything. Tell us about your artist that you got next to you right now, and actually, if you want to tap in to lead it up to that point where you, like the foundation on how you've been, you know, linking up with hot artists in the area, in the city, and you've been, you know, put them up on the experiences that you have. You want to tap into that, or you can go right into Bendside.
Man, when I met Bendside, you know what I'm saying, and heard it for the first time, I knew right then and there she was a different breed. You know what I mean? She was a special type of breed, a different breed, and I wanted her on this team, Block 4 MG. So, you know, I don't want to say too much. I'm going to let her go into that. You know, I'm going to let her go ahead and tap into, you know, how I feel and how everything transpired for her to be over here on the label Block 4 MG. You know, so
I wasn't even out here, you know what I'm saying? I'm from South Bend myself, but I was out there in Tennessee at the time, and I got a rotation, somebody heard my music, and they wanted to put it out there. It was like, yo, I got an uncle, man, he deep in this, bro, he cold with the music, I bet you he'll love you. And I'm like, what, for real? Like, when somebody say female artist, a lot of people like, cat, you know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't on that, but next thing you know, it wasn't even a day later, I was on the phone with this man, and it was kind of hard to believe at first. You know, a lot of people threw that game at me so much, but this man had a different approach, man. This man came up on some crazy shit, like how he was talking, and I'm just like, man, I'm finna get this shit a shot. Plus, he back home too.
Right.
It was like a destined call. I mean, it's time for me to go back. And actually, it's been a beautiful run with him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
tell us about what we listening to in the background. What's that?
That's that new banger. You
That's
know what I'm saying?
that
That real OBK Tree. You know what I'm saying? Featuring
BENDSIDEKILLI, you
You know what
know.
I'm saying? Actually, this is the first track I done did with this man right here, and I hate to say it, man, we got a banger with this one.
On me, y'all make sure y'all go check that out. It's on all music platform. Video out now.
On me.
Straight up, on
Shit
me.
Crazy, yo. Like, it's crazy how we put this job together and just how everything folded into place, man. It's just like, man, when you find with somebody who actually put footwork in and what they doing, and they can show for what they doing, I had no problem with trusting in this man with every move. Every move that I had done with this man has came solid to the T. You know what I'm saying? I'm still learning.
Right.
Still a lot of things I'm trying to understand, but I feel like I'm in good hands with this.
Bro, everything.
So what do you bring into the table? Like, what style you coming with? What flow you coming with? Like, cause there's a lot of female artists out there, and female artists get a label nowadays. So tell us what you bring to the table and goals. What's your 5-year, 10-year goal?
Well, my goal right now, man, is to start my own business. Like, I want to get my foot together with this music stuff, but I'm an artist. I do tattoos. You know what I'm saying? I want to create my own.
Diversify.
Yeah, right. So when it comes to me being an artist, I wouldn't label myself a trap rapper or none of that. Man, I'm very versatile. You give me something to throw to it, and I'm gonna run with it. As long as it got a good vibe to it.
Right.
And I'm not trying to put out this hardcore image and none of that, man. I'm gonna give you me.
Right.
And that's the only way you're gonna tell when I'm gonna throw out at you is you gotta listen to me.
Right.
And see what it's gonna flow with. It
so
different every time.
The wordplay is there. The metaphors, all that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna metaphor too much. I want you to hear my message straight up good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I want you to hear where I'm coming from, what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta check me out. You gotta go Peaceful Gang. You know what I'm saying? Look up BENDSIDEKILLI, Facebook, YouTube, anything, man. You will see the versatility.
Time is everything, because every time we link up, big things start popping.
Big things always be right there waiting, no matter what.
So
every time we hook up.
What's the plan for the rest of 2023, going into 2024?
2023, man, we're gonna continue to push the single On Me, continue to do shows On Me, take it on the road, you know, promote it to the full of our ability. Bendside, we're finna get ready to put her EP together. That's gonna be coming out. Got some bangers on that demonstration, like Real Talk. You know, we got the Wavy Kids gonna be coming now. We got Dilastic gonna be coming out.
So you got more than one artist.
Yeah, we got Juice that's gonna be coming out, man. Like, hey, I got a whole roster of people, man. You know, and right here, this one right here, Bendside, this the secret weapon right here. So right now, the way I'm looking at it, I'm going with the flow, and right now, you know what I'm saying, she moving around with me. She, you know, making these moves with me and stuff, so right now, where I go, she go. You know, you remember the show, wherever I go, she go, like my kid buddy and my kid sister. Yeah, wherever I go, she go, my buddy. So we grinding. We grinding. You know, like we got some big things in the making, man. You know, we got Ashley Marie Photography coming out. You know what I mean? You need a professional photos, you know, for your album covers. You know what I'm saying? Reach out to Ashley Marie Photography. Gonna definitely get you right. You think I'm lying? Go look at my covers. Go look at bedside covers.
Right.
You're gonna like what you see. You know what I mean? That's who does them.
What about the merch?
We got the Real Apparel Clothing brand. You know what I mean? Got that Real Apparel Clothing brand. Got hoodies, t-shirts, you know, backpacks, you name it. You know, get up with your boy Real OBK TRIGG. I can get you right. You know, shout out to Hoodillustrated, Maverick Global Distribution. You know, like for real, man, we got some big things coming up. So we just gonna keep on walking in God's path and just keep moving forward with this thing.
All right, that's what's up, man. We ain't done, man. We still chopping up. You came, you know, a couple hours from Indiana and came up here, so we gonna kick it. I know y'all probably go ahead and get something else to eat. I was gonna put you up on that cracked chicken.
Oh, you gonna put us up on that anyway? We want cracked chicken. At first I thought it was about a duck. You said cracked chicken. So you know we down here for a little bit, man. You know what I'm saying? We can't, like you said, we drove hours down. You know what I'm saying, to come down here and do this interview with Hoodillustrated, man. This right here is it's a blessing. I see the growth, you know what I mean? I seen where we came from the first time to where we at now. And I don't see nothing but good things coming out of everything we doing.
Tell us a little bit about the impact Hoodillustrated has had on your music career and the different connects. A lot of people think it's just...
Man, look at here.
Tell us some of the plays or some of the situations.
Like I tell people, I tell artists this all the time. When they see me on these magazines, when I go places, they be like, damn, bro, you on magazines? Because artists ain't doing that right now. This is the new wave. This is the heat wave right here. Get somewhere where if you ain't there, you there. Because this man, KC, stand behind his brand. So I'm all the way in Indiana. This man moves around. So when I ain't there, guess what? The magazine's there where KC at. That means I'm there also.
Right.
So this right here is the new way to go. The new wave. Real talk. This man be at all the festivals. He got all the celebrities holding up his brand. So therefore, who on the front cover?
Right.
Artists out of Indiana.
And what I try to tell them is, man, these magazines, like we going digital, we going live, we about to do this with the podcast and everything, but it's bigger than that. These magazines sit in barbershops and weed shops for years and years. Like it's something it's going to become a collector's item.
Exactly.
So when I'm out and about, I love to promote independent artists that's grinding, because they see you in that, they're going to be like, oh, okay, let me go ahead and tap in. They got a budget, they doing this and that, they moving and shaking, they doing this. So it makes me look good when it's an artist that's on there that's actually doing what's needed. Like, you can get on it and just sit on the magazines, but if you got merch and you selling them and you doing all that, that's what you need.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this, Master P said it best. Merchandise outweighs talent.
Right.
Real talk. Merchandise outweighs talent. Hands down. Cause no matter where you go, you know, you get booked for a show and you ain't getting paid for that show, but if you got merchandise, guess what? You sell your merchandise, you getting paid for your show.
Yep.
Real talk. I sell my merchandise. And I still sell CDs.
And whoever walking around with the motherfucker, that's promotion.
This is like another business card right here. This is like another business card. You autograph this, you give it to somebody, or they pay for it. This is an autograph for them. They gonna wrap it up, a memorabilia, all that stuff. This is the real deal. Real Apparel Clothing brand. All this stuff is collector items. You know.
And some of the records and some of the projects that you've done, because the past can kind of predict the future, and if you got a catalog, I mean, you can still push stuff from the first project.
Yeah, we got, man, I got songs out there. I'm working on my album right now, Triggerlations. You know, working on Real Nigga Vibe. You know, with BENDSIDEKILLI, the EP, and I got Different that's out right now with Young Buck. I got the song with Project Pat, Can't Relate, not out yet, but it's gonna be on the album Triggerlations. I got Yeah out there, you know what I mean? Y'all go on all music platform to Spotify, Amazon, Google Play, Tidal, and y'all can go listen to all them songs, go stream it, go download it. Wherever you listen to your music at, that's where you can find me at. Go Google me. Google OBK TRIGG. I'm gonna pop up.
Right,
you know?
definitely.
Real talk. Got the real guy. Got real out there. Real is actually the song that I done when I first got out of prison.
This one put me up on you right here.
What inspired this clothing line? Real. Yeah.
What does real stand for?
Recognize everybody ain't loyal. Recognize everybody ain't loyal. Real gang. Grind and never greedy. You get a real pair of clothing brand, you part of real gang. Then you really gonna be saucing.
Right. Definitely.
Straight up.
Shit, you got any last words to the hood, bro? You want to tap in, tell them? I mean, we can sit here and chop it up all day, but we touched on a lot of stuff. What do you want to tell?
My thing, if you're an artist out there and you serious about your career, don't let nobody tell you what you can't do. Cause don't nobody see your vision like you see it. I done got to the point where I started shooting my own videos, you know what I mean? Cause don't nobody see the vision like I see it. Stay focused. Invest in your career. You gotta invest in your career. Because if you don't invest in your career, then you're gonna be at a standstill. And then you talking about people ain't supporting you and so forth. But you don't need nobody to support you if you just stay consistent. Stay consistent in what you do. Real talk. So, with that being said, I just want to give shout out to Hood Illustrated Magazine, Casey Carter. I want to give shout out to Ashley Marie Photography.